Hey Guardians, DJ here, just here with some advice. It's something I thought about doing. I've wanted to do it for a while. I've dropped a few videos in the past talking about how to improve ELO, how to maybe improve your skills. And again, I must stress, I'm not coming at this from a, real crafty end cooch ability. I'm coming at this as a probably just above average player. I think at the moment I'm top 25,000, so above average, but not world class or anything like that. I'm not going to be entering any tournaments anytime soon. And I'm just here to let you know that good ways to improve your ability in competitive gameplay. You might get frustrated 6v6. I mean, at times I get frustrated in 6v6. You don't have a good game. The matchmaking might not be in your favour, and it can get quite frustrating. So, just a few tips. Number one, find a primary weapon that suits you. And what I mean by that is hand cannons, pulse rifle, auto rifle. Stick with it. Don't just have one game and get frustrated. I remember picking up the Doctrine of Passing for the first time, very difficult to use. Zalo, Supercell when I was into auto rifles, very difficult to use. But after a while you will become attuned, acclimatized to one particular weapon, get used to it. You'll then be able to zone in on that particular weapon. So for example, if hand cannons was your thing, you might have picked up an IS Luna and that might feel good for you. You might like shotguns, you might like the universal remote. It's about try a gun out, try it for 3 games, see how you feel. It's about getting that primary weapon that you are comfortable with. Number 2, I would say, decide whether you want to be a shotgunner or a sniper. And it's a big decision. I very first started as a shotgunner. I really enjoyed just running up, pushing, and then going in. Now that might have been more 6v6 than it would have been for trials. I did take it into trials, but then drifted into being a sniper. And again, if you want to practice your shotgunning skills, find a shotgun. You probably want rangefinder on it. Any shotgun with rangefinder. You often get conversations where people will say to you, "Oh, do you think this is a good roll?" or "Check out my roll," or "Is this a good shotgun?" Well, honestly, guys, it depends on the roll. You could get, I don't know, a 2 in the morgue with rangefinder and performance bonus, for example, and that's going to be probably maybe better than a party crasher with, I don't know, exhumed and close proximity, something like that. So decide again what you want to be, and again just practice it. Don't get frustrated early doors. It's about sticking with it and going into your 6v6s, trying the odd skirmish, try the odd elimination before you jump into trials. Number 3, and this is the big one, this is the one that probably a lot of people wouldn't like to do, and maybe people get the most frustrated with at times for a average or lower than average player. And apologies if I'm offending any people there, but obviously some people have to be below average. But for you guys out there, the best thing for you to do in trials is obviously communication. The big thing in trials is communication. Sticking together as a team. If you go down, if I go down, I'm not going to sit there for 2 minutes explaining how I got shot through a wall, how that was an amazing snipe from the other guy, how I can't believe it, how if this had ever happened. Your teammates aren't interested. They need communication. Where are the other guys? And go on from there. However, what I suggest doing before you try doing flawless, people need to be realistic. This is the big one. Be realistic. In Trials of Osiris, it is competitive gameplay, and there is an ELO ranking system which people have told about in my previous video, so go into that if you want to look into it. But what you need to realise is that to go flawless, you're going to need a decent enough team. Like, we're talking 1600 average, maybe 1500 average ELO, skill, and going flawless. So for the people who are you know, average and below average, you need to think, right, it's not about going flawless. Sure, you can get carried by 2 amazing players, that's fine, if that's what you want to do. But if you want to practice your abilities, what you need to do is do not boon up. Do not boon up, play until you have 3 wins. Regardless if you lose or not, you know, you're not going flawless, you're practicing, right? It's like training. Go for 3 wins. As soon as you hit 3 wins, go to the reef, reset your passage. And the reason I say this is because people going up to 3 wins, this is how the system works. So if you go in, no boons, first win, you're only playing people who have done the exact same thing, right? Because they do try and match it up for win for win. So you're playing people, no boons, straight in, which is very rare that someone going flawless doesn't boon up or just puts a mercy on. So you get to 3 wins. Why am I saying get to 3? Well, if let's say Real Crafty, I'm going to use Real Crafty because I know he's a very good player. Real Crafty has just played, he's booned up, and he's won his first game, so he's got to 3 wins. So he's on to his 4th game now. So if you go to the 4th game, you're going to get matched up with people who have essentially just walked over their first game and won. Because they'll have used 3 boons, first win gets you the 3 wins, so they'll be on their 4th game, and they'll get matched up with people on their 4th game. So if you play the first 3 games with no boons, you're missing out the people who are booning up and jumping straight over. So the likelihood is you're going to be playing people with very similar skill levels. The amount of games I've played where I haven't booned up and the first game is, let's say, 1050 ELO average, or maybe 1100, but it's quite rare. I mean, it'd be very unlucky if you did. I have had a couple of games where, you know, I jump in. I think I played 24th in the world in my first game. It wasn't great, but I didn't mind. I hadn't booned up, and this is what you need to do: crack on, 3 games, reset your card, keep practicing, and you'll get into a rhythm where you'll start winning your first 3 games. You'll start winning your first 3 more than you're losing. So you might go, you know, your first run, you might get 3 losses. You know, keep playing. Go for your first win and then 3 losses. And then go for 2 wins and try and reduce your losses, and so on, and creep up to 3 wins, no loss, 3 wins. And if you can consistently get 3 wins and no losses, then you'll become that better player. You'll get used to the competitive style. If you jump in straight from 6v6 or 3v3 in the Crucible and jump into Trials and want to do really well in Trials, you will struggle. It's something I went through when I very first started Trials back in year 1. I went from not playing Crucible to a little bit of Crucible, and then Trials was released and I jumped into it. I had no idea what was going on. I was running off here and there, I was dying, I was letting my team down. It was an absolute nightmare. And I just wish someone had said to me, look, just calm it down, work as a team, let's not try and go forward straight away, let's just work, let's improve our ability in Trials first. And obviously once you've got your 3-0s, 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 you might want to try a 4-0 and creep your way up and just become a better player with your team. So that's just some advice there from me to you, and I hope it helps. I keep trying to help you out in the Crucible and improve your Trials ability, because I know there's, you know, I think actively now just under 500,000 players on Trials on PS4, and some of you are going to want to get more competitive as with the new release of Rise of Iron and the gameplay that's coming with that in the Crucible. So I'm just trying to help out. I can't stress enough, I'm not a god or anything like that on the Crucible. It's advice that I want to pass on that I've learned and I've improved, and I'm just passing that on to players, and hopefully you can take some of that on board. So hope it's helped. Leave a like if it has. You know, hit that like button, get me that YouTube money. I'm only joking, I only earn like £1,000 per video. And yeah, I'll leave a comment if it has helped. If anything you want to see, let me know. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.